Primary voters in two potential battleground states waited for hours, to vote yesterday in a possible preview of the November election. Nevada limited in-person voting to a small number of stations because of the coronavirus. Georgia reported major problems with new voting machines and a shortage of poll workers. Ed O'Keefe is covering Campaign 2020. Ed, what happened, and can they fix it before November? I keep hearing it was a hot mess. Good morning to you.
That's certainly one way to put it, Gail, yes, and that is certainly the hope that it gets cleaned up by November. Georgia, of course, a place Democrats hope to make a presidential battleground in the fall. The issues they had there basically center around the coronavirus. Longtime poll workers didn't want to show up out of health concerns. The new ones that didn't know how to operate new voting machines, and so it led to long lines like this video shows us. Thousands waited for hours to cast their ballots. The Secretary of State's office is blaming some county officials, mostly in the Atlanta area, because of these conditions. And some voters expressed outrage, especially given that Georgia has a history of voter suppression.
This is a crisis in our world to make us not exercise our right to vote.
I don't think it's the new machines. I do think that there is systematic disenfranchisement of specific communities.
Now, 5 states held primaries yesterday, but it was what happened in Nevada and Georgia with delays that stretched into last night that give big concern to election officials nationwide. The pandemic is just causing this. You have to have fewer voting sites potentially to control crowds. There will be long lines, and there's concern that there will be a big strain on the vote-by-mail or absentee system, Tony. Election day might turn into election weeks as it takes a while, potentially in some places, to count up the ballots.
Yeah, Ed, I hear you, but the right to vote is fundamental. We've got to find a way to make sure people can exercise it. Ed, thank you very much.